Welcome to Jerkin Around, a podcast that makes you feel better about yourself because we're a mess just like you.
And Crystal makes fun of me the whole time.
And it's great, and it's real. Welcome back to Jerkin Around, guys. It was over a month because we've had some problems.
Yeah.
We recorded last week. It was boring, and it was drama-filled with stupid things we shouldn't talk about. So here we are.
Yeah.
We had to re-record.
It was boring, though.
It was boring. I just gotten back from nationals.
Yeah.
With the cheer team, and they won. That was exciting. But then we went on dumb tangents after that, because you know when you travel, and then my house was a mess.
Yeah.
Did I travel before that, too? No, I did the second travel after.
No, but we just didn't have anything to talk about.
Because we hadn't talked yet.
Yeah.
When we work in the car, we don't talk about real life yet. It's just weird. We were talking about, like, it would be almost easy if we were lesbians, but I'm just not into it.
No.
And I know you keep trying.
No, you keep trying.
But there is things
You always throw things out there like that. Like, it would be easier.
No, I talked to someone about it this weekend when you weren't there.
I know. That's even more.
Yeah, and I was like, well, that one thing happened, you know, and I didn't like it. And then that was it for me.
No.
I just couldn't do it. It's just not for me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if people know that they would like that body part. Because I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, I don't want to touch someone else's vagina.
Me too.
No.
Is that how you know then? That you're not?
I think that is how you know.
Because
if you're
not
maybe
into a vagina.
indifferent, you're like, well, I could. I'm like,
yeah, I know.
I could not.
I need to ask someone, is that what happened? You thought, I'm into that.
Yeah, or like, it's not bad. And then, well, lo and behold, you know?
Speaking of, Kyle Richards. It's like so dumb.
Yeah.
You were a lesbian the whole time. What's the big deal?
So does she want him back now?
No, not in this season.
Because they broke up, her and the girl.
The girl. Because the girl didn't want to be in the public eye. They always act like you knew she was in the public eye.
I know. I can't. That's such an excuse.
It is an excuse. But did Kyle always know she wanted vaginas?
No.
Or it was just that girl had the best one?
I think it's like you form an emotional connection.
Yeah.
To
but
the
like
person.
I have an emotional connection with you.
I know.
And I don't want that.
I feel like you might, though.
I really don't.
It's okay, you know?
No, I think you want me
I
to
know
want
that
it.
you want a piece of this.
It's so weird. I know. We have a group of friends where we talk about who they'd hook up with if it was, and they say Teisha.
I do feel like I'm picked
I know,
a lot.
and she gets all excited.
I'm not mad about it, you know?
No, but I don't want that.
Yeah.
Because
it's a compliment. I'm like, oh, I'm flattered.
We're
you
not
know?
talking about that anymore. We're
Yeah,
talking
let's
about the
talk
vagina.
about it again.
I know.
I know. I love a good flattering moment. I love it. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Wait. I have to tell you. Oh, my God. I have to tell you.
I'm just blushing
the
for
most embarrassing story. And I have not told you this story yet. So
it's worse than this?
No, but it's really funny because I haven't told you this story. So this is going to be the first time you hear it.
Oh, great. So, okay, most stories I already know.
So last Friday, I went to a closing for a client who is Crystal's client too. It was your client. I was helping. It's your family. So, but you were out of town. So I went to the walkthrough, and so the guy that was the super, he was, we were walking out, and then I was like, oh, Haley, we got to get a picture of you. She's drop dead gorgeous. And I'm like, you know, when you look like that, we got to get the picture. And so the
picture's so cute.
She brought her camera. It was a whole thing.
Oh, is that why the picture's so cute?
Yeah. And so then the guy goes, it's so embarrassing. He goes, so what do you? I go, well, first I go, and she's adorable. So we got to get a picture of her. I say that. And he goes, to Haley, so what are you, 24, 25? And I go,
I already know.
I know. It was like so embarrassing. And I go, me?
And you told him, thank you so much.
Yeah, well, I know. I didn't get that far. And I go, me? And then I quickly realized he was not talking about me because he looked startled. And Haley and her cute friend were there too. And,
oh, God.
And the cute friend and Haley both look at me like, no, everyone knew we weren't talking about you, but you. And then I go, oh, yeah, no, you're talking about her. You know?
It wasn't that bad, though, if you didn't say thank you.
Well, I was like, me? Like, all excited, like, so embarrassing.
Remember when?
But, like, why would I think someone would think I'm 23?
Somebody said something about my hair, and you thought it was yours, and you're like, you like it.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, they were
talking
about...
No, you were talking about the teacher's
her
hair. And I go, I know, it looks so good. And then you're like, no, I'm talking about her. It's so embarrassing. I always think.
I tell her, let other people compliment you.
No.
Don't compliment yourself.
I know.
Why do you think you're like that?
I don't know.
Huh.
And it's not like I don't have insecurities, because I totally do. I think I
don't know.
Yeah, I do. You know I do.
Yeah, I know you do.
And so I don't know why though, but I just, when I do feel good about something in the moment, I'm able to say that. And it's not the best, maybe.
Well, maybe your parents didn't tell you, like, Kyle, we always tell the kids, like, no, you don't compliment yourself. You don't talk about yourself. Yeah, no one
was ever telling me that.
So you thought, doesn't my hair look so good today? It looks amazing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And I'm just like taught, like, oh,
But it's just the truth. It's not like no, but then I'll also be like, oh, my hair looks horrible. So it's not like I'm only saying good things. Like, I'll say good things and I'll say bad things about everyone, myself included.
Yeah, back to Kyle Richards, though. Why lie? I don't get it.
Well, Paige is lying.
Speaking of lying, Paige DeSorbo, you guys know we talked about her a lot last season. I'm obsessed with her. So obsessed with her, though.
She's,
Yeah, I just can't get enough of her. I'm so curious about her all the time.
But you're not a lesbian.
I'm not a lesbian. I'm not into that with her.
Yeah.
I just like her vibe. It's very, like, confident.
Yeah.
And, like, she doesn't mold to what people want her to do, but she's gotten there without doing that. I love all that. But last year when they broke up, it was like she was seen with Joe D'Amelio, which I love his name, and I love the Italian. I love all of it. And I don't think, I said before her and Craig broke up that it's weird she didn't want to marry him. I called this for the whole time.
Yeah.
They were going to break up. And then she was spotted with him right away. And then we talked about how the ex-fiance was mad at Paige and wrote that whole thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it was like Paige would never do that, blah, blah. But now they've been together almost a year and a half.
Yeah.
It's like, why not just come out with it? Well, I honestly love Paige, but I think she waited a year so it didn't look as bad.
Right, but no one's dumb.
But like she has the vibe of I don't care what people think, but you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that bugs me.
Well, and now that I've been on the receiving end of, like, strangers criticizing you, I do think it's just a lot when people are like...
And she was going through a breakup. Yeah. You're right.
It's a lot when people are calling at you, calling you homewrecker, calling you this. It's like, even the strongest person, that doesn't feel good.
You're so right, because they were talking about an article about... Because she's careful about the things she says because she doesn't want it as a headline.
That's how I am now.
I know.
I act like no one's even listening, but I act like I'm,
No, I know. And I thought about you. I was like, oh, Teisha worries about that a lot.
Yeah.
So does Paige.
It's so stressful.
She doesn't want the headline. Well, they did a headline about her having a UTI, debilitating UTIs. And it was funny hearing her talk about it on the podcast. She's like, oh my gosh, like I want that to be a headline.
Yeah.
Like that is annoying.
It is.
And
you can't say anything.
And then the comments were horrible.
Well, and it's all taken out of context because you can cut and edit anything now. So it's like stressful because every time you're about to say something, I'm like, can this be spun in a bad way?
But I totally think they're getting married. Her and Joe. I always saw her with an Italian.
Yeah, but again, it's weird they're still not.
Well, supposedly they're living together, which would be mind-blowing.
Because she never did that with Craig.
No, never with anyone.
Yeah.
So I just feel like the Italian in him, he's very manly. He smokes cigars.
Yeah. Are you saying that because Kyle smokes?
Yeah.
Kyle told me he got yelled at last night for
he
smoking
got yelled
a
at
cigar.
so bad.
He told Ben and I all about it.
When?
Today when we were having our call about the shrubs.
Oh my God.
I know. He's like, yeah, I got a major ass ripping last night.
Did.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like Broxton, I got home and I was tired and it was like a long day with my mom. We had to go to the eye, then I had to drive her to Chandler because she's blind in one eye. A lot going on with my mom lately, a lot.
Yeah.
And so then I had the banquet, then we went to dinner, then I got home and I was just really tired.
Yeah.
And I'm like you lately. I say it a lot.
Yeah.
I'm emotionally tired. That's what it is.
That's
what I wonder if...
That's what was happening to me, I think.
Like my emotions. Like I'm not tired.
Because I'm not saying I'm as tired.
No. I'm emotionally tired.
Yeah.
So I just want a night-night. So he walked in and was like, Broxton's been sick from school. Like so sick.
Right.
Fever in bed. He went to basketball tryouts yesterday. Then he made the team sick, very proud. So Kyle said we celebrated by having a cigar.
Like that's really what Broxton wanted to celebrate.
Yeah, and like that's not what I want to teach them. We don't celebrate with going to things like, but like we do that.
Like I would have a celebratory drink though.
Not with your kids though.
No.
You wouldn't be like, kids, let's go to dinner and have a celebratory drink and cheers.
No.
You would go with adults.
Yes. As an adult, I'm celebrating adult things with that.
Yes, like I like to celebrate going to the casino, but I'm not having my kids sit there while I'm at the casino. Aren't we celebrating?
Yeah.
That's not.
Yeah, I agree.
That's not like, well, Broxton came in the hot tub, and I don't want him smoking a cigar just with my son sitting there looking at him.
Well, and I don't like when people do things alone. It's more like loser. It sounds so bad.
Oh, yeah, everything was loser.
It's way more loser to me when someone's drinking alone or, well, no, I'm just kidding.
You're not, but it's true.
But I think it's way more like it's not a social thing. It's more of like a addiction.
Well, and
when you're doing it alone.
Me, hey, do you care if I have a cigar tonight?
Right.
So I didn't know about it, which I always ask before I go to the casino.
Right.
Because it is a thing that could get out of hand.
Right.
So it's like a thing I always tell him. You hear me, I'm like, I have to ask Kyle before I go, because if he found out I was there and didn't ask, even when Ben did that once, you were mad.
Yeah.
You're like, you didn't tell me you were going to the casino. It's weird.
Again, that's what I'm saying. When something's secret or alone, I feel like it's weird. When it's more social and out in the open, it's like, oh yeah, that's a normal thing that you do on occasion. When you're doing it like by yourself or
with my son.
Yeah. Then I feel
kept
like
saying my son.
Like, do you have to have it? Is that it gives you that weird feeling, and I don't like that.
He's sitting in the hot tub, you're smoking. It's weird.
Yeah, it is weird. I wouldn't be like Ben having a drink with like Fox sitting right there.
It'd be the same. Broxton and I had a drink tonight to celebrate. He can't drink.
It's weird. Yeah.
So I had to celebrate with a cigar.
Yeah.
And we just had that big talk that he told everyone about.
Well, and I think the other part too is I feel like all the things you're dealing with your mom or other things, it's like you feel alone in dealing. So then when he's just having a jolly old time, that's when I get mad at Ben sometimes. That
might have been last night. When I'm so tired.
Yes. When I'm tired, I've had a day, and then he's in the jolliest mood, I'm just like, you son of a, you just like, it's like
it's even with girlfriends.
Be in it with me.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I want someone to be in it with me. And so when he's like, and then he gets home and he's all, hey, yeah, I had a cigar. You're like, oh, must be nice because I did this, then I went here, and then I went here. Yeah.
I was in a bad mood. So then I went in the room, and then Broxton came in and he's like, do you want to watch a show together? I think he was worried I was mad at Kyle.
Sad.
I felt bad. I didn't want to watch a show together.
No, now you're like, no, carry on.
Yeah, I was like, don't be a jerk. I don't want Broxton worried we're mad at each other,
Yeah.
So then it's funny though, Ben's really good at this, and Kyle's getting better at it, like changing the mood.
Yeah.
So I was mad at him. And I'm all, I thought you guys were watching baseball.
Yeah.
And then he's all, we can watch whatever, honey.
Yeah.
Like jerking me.
Oh, yeah. Ben always says that. And then he's trying to be nice.
And then he goes, you want me to rub your feet? And I was like, that does sound nice.
Yeah.
And I was like, no. And then I was mad watching the show. And it was, what show was it?
And then
it's
you're
911.
all, my feet do kind of hurt.
Yeah, it did. They did hurt. And I was like, okay. So like 20 minutes in after faking mad, I was like, I'll take the foot rub.
Yeah.
And then it was over.
Yeah. Oh, I do have a fun story. So
wow.
I was at where was I? Oh, at Bears football game on Saturday night last week. You were out of town. And we sat by some people who listened to the podcast. And I was talking to
the people that I know.
Yes. And I was talking to one of the wives, and I was like, oh, are they doing anything else besides football? And she was like, actually, I made him do track because of you guys.
That's amazing.
And she said he's loving it and having the best time. And it was so cool because I was like, yeah, see, this is why we don't listen to him. And
she always thinks we should stop doing the podcast because no one cares.
I know. Well,
it's so dumb.
Well, especially like when it was this week and we're trying to find time. It's not the most convenient hobby or thing. And I'm like, is anyone even listening?
Yeah.
And then she was like, yeah, because of your thing, I made him do it. And he was loving it. And I was like, oh, it was such a good reminder.
Well, yeah. And I was talking to a friend of ours too, that she's younger than us and she doesn't have mom friends the same age. This is why I'm passionate about the podcast. Even what we were just talking about. I feel like with social media, and I say this all the time, and everything, you feel alone when things aren't perfect. And one of the favorite things about our friendship or people we talk to, what they really like about our friendship or how crazy we are is it's more your gift. You just say it, like what's really happening.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, wait, I do it with you all the time. I'm like, wait, you guys do that? That's why I always ask about you and Ben. I'm like, wait, that happens?
Yeah.
And like our families are so normal around each other that it's not like if there's tension, it's the whole group is seeing the tension.
Right.
Or the whole group sees we're mad. But I think it's normal for kids to even go, oh, your parents talk to each other sometimes like that?
Yeah.
It makes them all feel normal.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean?
And it's normal to work through,
Yeah, I was talking to my friend and she was like, well, I got mad and my husband thought it was weird I was mad. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was just talking to my other best friend. She was throwing things in a hotel room the other day and her husband's like, are you done?
Yeah.
And she's like, no, threw a few more things. And I was like, see, no one talks about that stuff, but it's normal. Like, especially women, they're crazy.
Right.
I'm crazy. I was crazy last night. Getting mad, and then Kyle's like, okay. And it's like, that's why I like Landman. I like seeing her act crazy.
Yeah.
And him react to it. It's normal.
Totally.
But I think sometimes because of social media, you feel like, or these influencers that, come on.
I know.
I don't care. I can't.
I know.
No. They normalize the weirdest things. And their life, hi, honey, sweetie, Pookie, you want to come do your chores? That is not real life.
No.
And all the influencers, like when you watch that Frankie whatever, or Jake, what's her name? Something Frankie?
I don't ever know who you're talking about because she always gets the names wrong. I'm all.
The girl that had the YouTube channel with her family, Ruby Frankie.
Ruby Frank, yeah.
And watched the special. Everything looked perfect. They had millions of followers. And behind, she's abusing the kids.
Yeah.
Like, things are not what they seem.
No.
Never. The couple that had the cute picture and was divorced the next week.
Yeah.
Like, that's why our podcast, that's my passion with it, is
being real. Yeah.
Yeah, and to show that hard things are normal. Mm-hmm. You got to just get through them together.
Well, and I think sometimes when you're parenting, you're wondering, especially if you don't have anyone going through the same exact thing, like, is this normal? Like, the way my kid's acting, or you second guess your decisions. So when you hear other people just talking about it,
totally,
like, she didn't know, should I force him to do track? You know? So
yeah, and like with your
excited.
husbands too, it's okay to disagree. I honestly swear, I have free friends. I tell this story to you all the time. I don't think I've told it on the podcast. I might have.
Probably 4 times. No, I'm just kidding.
So rude. But we all went to dinner once in college, and they were talking about like relationships because we were dating, you know, deciding if we marry them.
Your parents?
Yes.
Yeah.
This story?
Yeah, no one had heard their parents fight.
Yeah, but it's such a good reminder.
Yeah.
Like when your passion is done, that's when it's scary.
Yeah.
When you stop fighting is when you don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Like I've had that in other relationships, like even in friendships. I'm like, okay, I'm not even gonna try anymore.
Yeah.
Like you're mad at me no matter what I do. So I don't even, it doesn't even affect me anymore.
Yeah, totally.
So I just think that it's normal. So why don't you talk about your fighting that you did?
Yeah, no.
No, but you do talk about it openly and I love it.
Yeah.
Or you talk about your parenting openly.
We don't like fight. Like I can count like our bad fights, but we argue or bicker.
Yeah.
And like it's totally normal. And we do it in front of our kids. Maybe we shouldn't. I don't know.
No, I think it's normal. Yeah. I think it's conflict resolution.
Yeah.
Like, for example, we talk about it, like you can't, divorce is such a thing that's so, if you fight or if you're not happy all the time. Like sometimes, the other day I was driving, Kyle yesterday, I was with my mom and I had to drive and do this, and then I had to go to the JV banquet, and he took my mom home and stopped to get her prescription. And it's so, we always tell them what they do wrong, but so often we don't say like,
good
hey,
job.
that was really nice.
Yeah.
Like he was home. He's really good about like doing things when if I call and ask him to do something, he's not really that mad about it.
Yeah.
I'm more like, ugh.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll be like, hey, can you take this or that? And he'll be like, yeah, no problem. Just like what just happened. But that's not my strength. I'm more like my day's planned to the T. I'm very annoyed by the inconvenience.
Right.
But he's never annoyed about it. And I was like, we never say the good things. We always say like,
They're
bug me
annoying
when
me.
you do
Yeah.
this. But we don't always point out like the things that he does right.
Right.
Or when you're away from him for a while, you really miss him. You're like, even with the cheer trips, I was like, okay, I really miss him.
Right.
Because it's like your person, you
Totally.
know? Where you can just be yourself all the time, like you are.
Yeah.
Weirdly yourself.
Wait.
Zooies. It's at the top of my mind.
No, I know.
We got to tell about Zooies. We
And
talked about it last week.
they made it a clip, and I have to tell them, we're not making this a clip.
Zooies?
Yes.
It's so good.
My kids' friends don't need to hear about Zooies.
Yeah, I get that.
That's not appropriate.
So we recorded last week, and we were talking about Zooies, and it's kind of like Chevy's, but we never really released the full Chevy's. But Zooies happened. It happened this week. She texted us again.
Kyle was so worried about Zooies. So let's tell him what Zooies is. Okay. So I had the craziest week, and I had committed to doing a field trip for Fox to the zoo. Well, my week got so crazy, and I was leaving on Thursday for Ken's Nationals, and I had no way to get all my work done if I spent the whole day at the zoo. So I asked Ben, hey, can you go to
in the morning?
In the morning
Which
of.
I would never say yes to.
The morning of. Can you do the zoo field trip for me? And he loves going on field trips. He goes on them all the time, but he does not like to ride the bus. He did the California. He drove himself. He is not a bus guy.
I don't do the bus either. Even on the cheer games, I don't ride the bus.
I don't mind the bus. It's like,
I can't stand the bus.
you know.
I just don't like not having my own car.
Yeah. So anyways, I asked him in the morning, and he's like, okay, can I ride the bus? I'm like, no, because the teacher, she's a stickler. And she said,
you're not allowed to ride the bus.
You have to ride the bus. And so
Really?
I asked him, I'm like, no, you have to ride the bus. And he's like, I'm not going. I'm like, please, I have so much I have to get done. And he's like, no. So then I do the thing where I offer the incentivizing.
So you said, I'll do it.
I said, so we can go. It's going to, and he was like, no, it wasn't good enough.
Just to do it, just a normal do it.
Yeah, just normal doing it, And so, like that day, Like, we can do it. And
right now.
Yeah. And he was like, no. Like, it's not worth the bus. And I mean, I was kind of offended. Like, have you seen me? No, I'm just kidding. But I was like, okay. So then I'm like, shoot, I got to up the ante. And so we always joke I'm a pillow princess, whatever. So, which I am, and I don't care. It's fine. And so I was like, okay, we'll do a little more crazy, you know, like a little bit more, I don't even know the right wording. Numbers. There's some certain numbers. I don't know. But I was basically like, yeah, I'll sweeten the deal. Like, it'll be more exciting. And he was like, I really don't want to ride the bus. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. So then I really had to be descriptive. I'm like, okay, and it can happen today. And then he finally was like, I think he knew by everything I was offering that I really needed him to go. So he was like, okay, fine. So he went. So anyways.
So you would say today and another time?
Well, we couldn't do all the things
that you promised
that morning. Yes.
So he said yes, and then you all of a sudden said, well, we can't do all those things right now.
Well, I said, yeah, we can't do them right now because we're leaving for school.
After he said yes.
Well, no, he knew we couldn't do them right now.
Okay.
So I was like, later, we'll do this and we'll do that. So he's looking forward to that. Zooies. Oh, so.
No, but you did the one time. So you said, right now I'll do this.
Just regular, yeah.
And he saw, okay.
Yes. And
but then another time we'll do all the things.
It's going to be a little bit more,
Exciting.
Mm-hmm. And so I was like, fine. So then it was like this thing
a week had gone on.
It was longer than a week it took to get to. Well, I went out of town, and then it was like I was tired. I was like, and then like a few times we were watching a show, and I just didn't feel like doing it, so I'd pretend, towards the end of the show, I pretend to fall asleep.
Oh, here we go.
I can't put that on the podcast. I'm going to get eaten alive. Like, oh my God, horrible wife.
Wait, you knew he'd want to, and then you just...
I knew, well, it was like,
he won't wake you?
He was like, tonight, Zooies, you know, and I'm like, yeah, after the show.
You're
and then
joking.
I'm all, you know, like... No.
He won't wake you?
No, wake me? No.
Oh, God.
Wakes you up? Oh, I would be raging. I'd be like, no, I'm sleeping.
Oh, I don't mind it.
Oh, really?
I don't mind, though.
Well, I was fake sleeping.
Yeah, but...
Not fakes, but I was tired. I was too tired.
You were fake sleeping.
No, I was tired, and then I just drifted off, and then I just knew I was drifting, and I didn't,
So once you're asleep, he won't wake you?
No.
Okay.
So anyways, we ended up finally doing, so then somehow Kyle got wind of it.
Yeah, he must.
I think Ben told him about it because I was like, you didn't tell him.
No, I would never tell him about Zooies.
And then
we called it Zooies because I'm like, did you do the things yet? Because, you know, I get real mad.
Well, we called doing it Dewey's because I had the IES everything.
Everybody knows.
So then Zooies is like Dewey's for the zoo.
Yeah.
So anyways, Kyle found out about Zooies. And then
Ben must have said she hasn't paid up.
And he's obsessed with making sure his friend gets what he's owed. He's literally texting our group text multiple times. Like, you better, that's not cool. I'm like, this is psycho. And then it'd be like,
he's all, you better pay up. And he called it Zooies too.
Yeah, he's all, Zooies tonight. You better, it's been too long and you better give him what he's deserved. I'm like, is this your spokesperson? And Ben's like, yeah. Like, this is his friend. I'm like, you can't even stand up to me. You gotta have your friend stand up to me. Like, this is dumb.
Well, Kyle and Teisha are the same.
We're like brother and sister.
So you'll listen to him.
Yeah. So then he kept texting me like, did Zooies happen? Like, on our group. And I'm like, oh my God. So it finally happened, and now Kyle can shut up.
It's 10:30 at night. She goes, Zooies happened.
Yeah, because I'm sick of hearing about it. I'm not going to get one more text message to tell me I better do Zooies. I'm like, shut them up. So I said, yeah, Zooies happened, and you can shut up now.
And then tell him what Ben said.
Oh, yeah, Ben said, yeah, we have video, but he was joking. I would never do that. Nowadays, where people can hack in.
I know, it's scary.
Oh, it's horrible.
I know. Gosh. The Zooies. I know, I told Kyle, you told me I'd give it up too easy. Because he's like, we were talking about Zooies.
Yeah, because Zooies is like just a Tuesday at your house. Like,
so the other day, that morning, he's all, she did the Zooies, you know, because we both saw the text that morning. Yeah. And I was like, yeah. And he's all, what is Zooies? You know? and I was like, well, you know, and he's like, oh, I'm not doing anything for that. Yeah. And I was like, yeah. Teisha told me I'd just do all that way too easily.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, well, you know, I like
having a little leverage. You know?
I don't have any leverage in that area.
No, not in that area. You could be like, I'm not cooking dinner. If I said that to Ben,
would care.
If I said, Ben, I'm not cooking dinner, he'd be like, cool.
Actually, I should use that more because I do think he would care.
Yes, and Ben, if I said that, he'd be like, yeah, like every other day. You know?
Yeah.
Like, just like you with the Zoom. Yeah. Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, I should because he would care about that.
Yeah, like, well,
and like he likes good dinners and he likes it all set up nicely.
Yeah, you could withhold that. Yeah. Like if you do this, I'll make really good dinners.
I haven't really had to I think that we've really, between the four of us, figured out the chemistry of how to get Kyle to say yes to things. So honestly,
I have to talk to him about
now
it.
Teisha just talks to him. We're not fighting as much.
No.
You know?
I'm just like, hey, Kyle, we got this trip planned, and these are the dates.
I feel like trips were the biggest thing we like fought about.
Yeah.
So I do want to get a dog soon though, so I might need some help.
Yeah, I got to talk to him.
Yeah, because we're almost done with like All-Star Cheer. And so we travel a lot for that. By the way, so I went on the trip to Nationals. We won. You guys, it was amazing. I got to talk about the pit to the palace. There was a lot of things that went on before Nationals. As a coach, you know, it's stressful. Right before you're wondering, is it really going to happen? Is this the moment? Is all the hard work worth it? Is all the practices? Is all the things? And then I had some other stuff in my personal life with my mom. It's been really hard during comp season. She had been in ICU twice. I mean, it's been really hard.
A lot, yeah.
And then I had some personal things, you know, just a lot of like.
Your hemorrhoids, those are flaring
I didn't
up.
have hemorrhoids. I've never had that. You have. I have not. Yeah, I have never. It just, because I didn't have kids that way.
Yeah.
It's never flared up.
Yeah.
A lot of our friends have had hemorrhoids. I think it's common.
Yeah.
Especially at our age.
Well, Bear will like sit on the toilet on his phone. I'm like, don't sit on the toilet. You're going to get a hemorrhoid. Like, yeah. Yeah.
There's so many things to tell.
What?
No, but let me finish this story.
Wait, what was it?
No, I'll remember it.
Okay.
So we go, and it was amazing. We prayed about it a lot. The girls were praying. It was like the coolest weekend. You were there. You were into it. So the first day we went, they had a fall. They never have a fall.
Yeah.
We thought it was over. I was like, oh my gosh. But the night before we left for Nationals, we all went to church. Or no, 2 nights before. The Monday before, JV, varsity, a bunch of girls all went to church. Marky and I went to church, who coaches with me. And the service was so good. You had told me it was going to be good.
It was good.
And relatable to life right now. You know when that happens and you're literally like, he's talking right to me.
Yeah.
It was that church about the pit to the palace. And I have used this phrase in the last week, maybe 10 times.
Yeah, maybe like more than one should use a phrase. No, I'm just kidding.
Rude, because when they're not around, you're talk to me nice.
No.
So knock it off.
No, I do feel like I make fun of you more than I used to.
Yeah.
Though. Yeah.
Now it's like it's flipped.
Yeah, the tables have turned. You know when that happens?
Yeah.
Like you're the one that the guy
I haven't
likes
made
you,
fun of
and then all of a sudden you're all.
I haven't made fun. I said your pants are nice.
Yeah, you're right.
I have been so nice, and now I'm getting beaten up.
Now I'm the make funner, and you're the make funny.
Yes. You know why? Because I'm tired.
Yeah.
And I don't have the will. I'm a horse.
You're wearing down. Yeah.
Anyways, so the service was about how God builds your character through the pit, and how sometimes, and there was an Instagram about this today too, and how we always want to be out of the pit, but your ability to withstand pain is your ability to grow in your character.
Right.
So as soon as they said that at church, I was like, okay, I can handle pain.
Yeah.
As long as I know something good's coming or I'm going to be better before it. But I think when you're in the pain, sometimes you feel like you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Or you've got to make a change because there's something wrong while you're in pain.
Right.
Especially in America, I think we're very like happy. Everything should be happy and good.
Well,
and if it's
like
not happy
easy,
and good,
no struggle.
Yeah, but like their struggle is everything.
Well, other countries, I feel like there's a lot more struggle in the day-to-day.
Yeah, like when we're in on our mission trip, they were just struggling to get water.
Right.
They were just struggling. They were carrying everything on their heads. They didn't even have concrete on the floor of their homes.
But when you view, when you have struggle a lot and you view it as just like the norm, then you're not so put off by it. Because
But I didn't know that, and I was still put off.
Yeah.
Like, I'm tired.
Right.
This is a lot of struggle.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think even if you know it's good for you, when you're in it, it's not always the funnest.
Totally.
Because you think you have to pivot. Like, maybe I'm doing something wrong.
Right.
Maybe I'm supposed to change something.
Yeah.
Maybe God's not working this out.
Which a lot of time it is. Sometimes it's just you got to go through it.
Thank you. Do you want to finish it now?
No, go.
No, I'm just kidding. But I think for me, I don't mind struggle. I don't mind pain. I do the hard road all the time. But when things are happening to you, it doesn't feel like it's like I don't like people mad at me.
Yeah.
So I would make it right.
Yeah.
Because that's what I don't want the weirdness.
Right.
But sometimes I don't always have to, sometimes you don't make a stance by making everyone happy all the time.
Totally.
Sometimes you don't like make a change by making sure everyone's happy. You have to do what God's calling you to do rather than what the world's telling you to do. Because if you always make everyone happy, you're never going to stand for something.
Well, and you can't make everyone happy. So
Totally. So anyways, in the pit, I was like really frustrated, like, what do I need to do? What do I need to change? And when I went to church that day, then I was like, no, I just need to sit.
Right.
Just sit in this struggle and just trust. So then when they fell, I was like, great, it's not working out. This isn't good. This is more struggle now.
Yeah.
Like, this is going to be horrible. And then we all prayed about it. And then we found out they were in first, even with the fall.
Crazy.
And then it was like a moment where like, But what was cool was before we found out, some of the girls came in my room and we talked about how God uses the pit to the palace. And I said, what if today's just the pit and we're going to learn and we're going to grow and we're going to be better. And he's taking us on this journey to develop us because tomorrow is the palace and everything's going to work out. And we had this cool talk. And then when we found out, all the girls were like, God did it. It wasn't about us. It was about him, not us. Like, so it was so cool that if that wouldn't have happened, it wouldn't have felt like it was God taking us through.
Yeah, they're such a great group of girls.
Oh, they're the best group of girls with the best families, with the best everything.
It's so sad.
It's so cool. So then the next day they went and they just nailed it. It was like an out of body. So cool to watch them.
It was so good.
Oh,
we were like screaming. It was just a moment I'll never forget.
Me too. All of us. I think everybody involved, because they have been the best kids. They have done everything right all year. They're so kind. They're so good to other people. I love them. They work their butts off. We have all the best people working with them. It was like, it felt like God had this moment, and then the day before we thought maybe it wasn't. And then when it was, it was like God's building your story. Don't give up in the pit of the story.
Right.
So, more serious talk. I know you get bored. But then this weekend, I got to meet with one of my, old cheerleaders. She came to nationals, and we had this great talk, and she's going through another pit. Oh, yeah. So I'm like, oh my gosh, don't do it. Don't give up. God's not telling you it's done. And we're talking about having kids, which is a very personal for a woman. When you're not able to get pregnant when you think you are, it is a very hard thing. Difficult. And I don't think either of us have really been through that. I mean, you had a miscarriage and it was very hard. We talked about that. Right. Dads again.
But I never struggled to get.
For years. Yeah. And we have had a bunch of friends now that have gone through struggle. We even have a friend of ours at the Christmas party, right? My neighbor.
Oh yeah, and we prayed.
We told her our stories about how God, had this with our friends, and we've gotten together and we've prayed. And our one friend, when she was trying to get pregnant, when she was our first friend to get pregnant, she had a miscarriage, then didn't get pregnant for 2 years and bought the watch, this ovulation watch. And we told her, don't trust she broke the watch at a wedding and was crying. And we all said, don't worry about the watch. God has a plan. We all got in a circle. And we had some beverages too, which is weird when you do that. We've done that every time. Yeah. Almost with this story. Because at Jen's bridal shower, we had those mimosas. Oh, and we prayed. Yeah. And then at the Christmas party, I know you were way wasted.
No.
So anyways, we prayed in a circle at the wedding about not trusting God with his timing and not the watch. And then our friend got pregnant the next month. Right. And it wasn't the watch, it was God. Yeah. Then at this, we had a bridal shower for our good friend. And we all got, and I never get drunk. Right. We had one mimosa. They must have been, I don't know what was in them. Yeah. It was the worst. We were all, our poor friend who's pregnant.
I think that place closed down, and I mean, I know why. It was really crazy.
I was completely Yeah. I couldn't even work that day. People had to show homes for me. Yeah. All our husbands.
I was driving, and you and Jenner passed out in the passenger and backseat home. I'm all, okay, well,
No, our husbands were like, what happened at this baby
weird.
shower?
Yeah.
But one of our friends was there. Her friend was there. She had cried to me at the table because when I drink, I think everyone's plotting against me.
I know. We need to talk about that. If there's fun drunks and there's
I'm not a fun drunk.
Emo drunk, emotional drunk.
Oh my gosh.
She gets mad when I say emo because I'm trying to be young.
Our other friend is like that. I keep telling him, you're me. Don't drink.
Oh, yeah. I know
he
you're
is. And it's no, it doesn't do well for me.
Only one time in my whole life have I been an emotional drunk. Other than that, I'm a super fun drunk. I'm happy.
So is my husband.
Yeah,
I'm not fun.
Yeah, it's different.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
I get really in my head. I think everyone's plotting. I fight with all my people I love.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, that's crazy. I wouldn't want to drink. Yeah, I'd be like, this is awful.
Do I want to turn into a horrible person, ruin everyone's night? Yeah. No, I'll stay sober.
Yeah, exactly.
But that night I was because I accidentally got drunk. I thought you and Jen were plotting against me. And so I wouldn't sit with them at the table.
Yeah, that's what we're dealing with here.
Yeah, so all my good friends my whole life were sitting at a table, and I went and sat with all these people I don't know.
Yeah.
And I was all drunk, so I was all, so tell me about yourself, Yeah. And then the girl, I get really deep with people quickly.
Oh, it's so annoying. It's we're at the grocery store and she's like, oh, now tell me, and he hits you.
I'll be praying with them.
Yeah. And I'm like,
I get deep right away. I'm not good with small talk, so I go right in.
I'm not good with small talk either, but I'm not getting deep.
No, you can do it more because you don't always want people to know the real you.
No, you're the good with small talk too.
Yeah, but you'll be standoffish.
I just ignore him. Yeah, the deep is like, oh my God.
I've met a lot of nice people
Well,
that
and
way.
sometimes she's doing it, and I'm the wingman standing right there because we're like, no, we'll be like, she's like, hey, let's get lunch. We're walking, and then she runs into someone, and then it's a 20-minute deep talk.
Yeah, crying.
And I'm standing there, and it's all, I'm doing my thumbs. I'm like, well,
that day
awkward.
you were talking to me, so it's fine. So the girl said it was really hard for her because her and our friend were in it together trying to get pregnant. Our friend Jen, she doesn't mind. I don't think. She's very open about her struggle because she likes to help people.
Yeah.
And she said, we had been struggling together. We had gone through this journey together, and now she's pregnant. I'm so happy for her. But it's a reminder that I'm not pregnant.
Right.
And so not because she was trying to steal her thunder or anything, I had asked all the questions.
Yeah, and I think that's normal. Everyone
that made her emotional.
I've talked to a lot of people that go through that. They've had to get off social media if they're trying.
Yep.
Because it's hard to see.
It is.
Yeah.
So she started, telling me about her journey. So then I brought you guys back, though. Or did you not pray with us? Did I pray with all people I don't know?
You wouldn't. I wasn't there.
So all this table of people I don't know, we all said, let's pray.
It fits, yeah.
Yeah, so we prayed. The girl got pregnant.
Yeah.
Like 2 months later. It was like a miracle.
Yeah.
So then at our Christmas party this year, my neighbor was struggling.
Yeah.
We told her the story about the watch. We told her about the shower. And then we prayed with her in the middle of the Christmas party.
Yeah, she even trying for like 6 months or longer, yeah.
And then we had a party 2 months later.
You're like a fertility angel.
Yes.
Yeah.
At a party.
So if
And
you're
now
gonna
she's
have people
pregnant.
lined up outside your house to like pray with you.
They're all, are you having a party anytime
Yeah.
soon? Because I think when you have a drink, though, you're more like, I didn't even drink, though, at most of those things. Just the one shower. So anyways, I was talking to one of the girls, my old cheerleaders this weekend about this stuff. She knows all those stories. And we were talking about the pit and going to the palace. But I was telling her, it's really hard, I think, for people when they are struggling to conceive or in any struggle, what people say to you. Like, I think even my sister-in-law with Lincoln, she, my niece that passed away, when she was pregnant, it's really hard to always know what to say.
Right.
Like when people are going through hard things.
Yeah.
And I think everybody agrees they have the purest intentions. But sometimes, when
people say the wrong thing.
Yeah, even our friend Jen, she used to tell us, people would say like, just adopt.
Yeah.
And she'd be like, I want to help kids, but for some reason, I feel like God wants me to have my own kid.
Or like everything happens for a reason. I think a lot of people get irritated with that one.
Yeah, they're in a better place. My aunt said after my uncle passed, she's happy he's in a better place, but it doesn't mean her place is any better. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm like, I say that all the time.
I always just try to be like, I'm sorry. I don't know what to say.
That's probably better.
Just honest. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. I feel awful. Like, I just try to be like that.
Yeah, because it's hard. And with fertility, there is a lot of expense that I don't think people know about. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. So you have to either go in debt or spend your life savings to have a kid where you see everyone else just having a kid. I think it's just a really hard thing.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're going to be praying for her. We did the prayer.
We did the
talk.
prayer. So
we did the prayer.
We're gonna be hearing shortly about how she's pregnant.
And she's amazing, but she's an amazing person. And we talked about the pit and how God's just working on her character. But she has good character. But I always believe like your story is what you usually help people with later. Mm-hmm. Like,
yes,
even with, adopting. It's like you are taking what was hard for you and now you're trying to help someone else in that.
That's why I always want to adopt all the kids. I'm like, it's,
Because it's your story. So you never know why God's taking you through a story.
Right.
Because he has something planned for you on the other side.
Totally.
And now I want to tell people, you made fun of me, but every day I do my, I don't like to say the word affirmation, but I tell myself who I want to be.
Yeah.
Remember? And it's a clip.
I'm a champion coach.
Yeah, no, I am.
Yeah, you are.
We did it.
I'm going to be like, I'm a skinny billionaire. Like, you're going to hear me saying that?
No.
I have no wrinkles, and I'm a billionaire.
Yes, but I have been saying, so I saw this, I'm a God girl all the time. It's a prayer.
We're anti-manifesting.
Yeah,
yes.
I get the manifest, and I say things, and
the manifest's stupid.
I believe in, you tell yourself what you, and, I've read some books lately, we don't realize the negative things cause negative things.
Well, there's a science to what you tell yourself, your inner narrative, and then what you tell yourself comes out in your actions.
So,
it's not manifesting. It's like
this lady, self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah.
So I read this thing where this lady tells herself every day. There's a few of them. Now my feed is all of it, because I've liked it. And she's all, I am a boss and blah, blah. And then some people about money, they're like, money just finds its way to me. It's way to me. And I have so much money, I don't even know what to do with. So I can bless people with the money. Because money, I'm a money magnet. So the girl tells herself that.
They say they're money magnet? I'm going to say that.
I did at the casino, and you know it. I was winning. I won like 3 hand pays.
Money magnet at the casino.
But I've been doing what the lady said.
Because I want you to lose so you stop going.
No, I've got it. One weekend I got a hand pay twice. I got a $2,200 and a $3,000.
This is insane.
In one weekend. And I told myself like the lady, I'm a money magnet. And she also says good things are going to happen. I've been doing that more. It's not that good things happen. It's that you notice them in the day because you told yourself.
Yeah.
It's not saying it just happens, but you're telling your mind what to focus on.
Yeah. So I am good about that. I'm out there. I go boasting myself. No, but we are dealing with an issue. CJ got in a car accident, and now there's people that are injured. I'm using that term, but it's stressful. And so the other day I was not feeling sorry for myself, but
it's stressful.
I was just like, why is this happening? Like, this is so, and then I just was like, you know what? This is just going to make us, this is going to be a life lesson for our whole family. And maybe this doesn't even have to do with our family. It has to do with the person that they're like, God works all things out for good. So no matter what is going to come from this, we're going to be okay and we're going to be better for it. And then even if we end up, I'm like, I have the mindset that I'm going to be better for it. And so it is going to be.
So I'm obsessed with all this stuff.
Yes.
And they say most successful people in anything, in a sport,
they
in
said
business,
that. Mm-hmm.
they take things and they always know when they're happening to them that this is going to work, make me better.
Yeah, they
this
said the
is
number
gonna work
one
together for good.
The number one thing in successful people that it was talking about athletes that make it to the highest level, which is like major league or, NFL, like get to the highest, it's how they respond to setbacks or obstacles or challenges.
They believe it's going to make them
positive.
better. It's working for good.
And it's like they take it on as a challenge or it's not like they don't crumble.
I gotta send you my weird women though, because I
don't get any weird women.
So I have the weird women. She's like, all things work together for my good, and she has these these raps. But like I saw your thing, then her thing. But it's so true. Yeah. In anything.
Well, now I see just like women like dunking donuts in milk because you sent me that girl.
Yeah, the girl.
It's all I'm a fat girl and what I eat in a day, and I'm all.
You watch it every time though. You cannot watch it.
Well, and then
I can't believe what she eats in a day.
I can't believe because I'm watching it. Well, half the food that she's eating, I'm like, well, I order that, so that doesn't make me.
But you don't order it all in one day.
No, I don't. And if I order it in one day,
I'm full for the rest of the day.
The rest of the day, and I don't do it again for like 6 months.
You don't drink cane sauce with a straw.
No, I don't. Never
she gets nacho cheese from Taco Bell and goes with the straw, and you see the cheese go up into the straw. Ugh, you can't believe what you're seeing. She dips donuts in ice, and it bothers me because it's ruining the donut.
It's hardening the donut. I like a soft donut.
You're ruining the donut. If you're going to eat that good donut, don't put it in ice.
Who was I talking to the other day at the baseball? No, it was at the baseball tournament. And, I know who it was. And they were talking, she had fried pickles. And she was like, hey, do you want some fried pickles? And I was like, well, maybe. And she's like, Ben? And I was like, Ben doesn't eat that stuff. He's way too healthy. And she's like, so Ben's the healthy one? I'm like, Ben's so healthy. And like, I want all the bad things. But it was just funny because I don't remember the point.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Shoot.
Did she ruin the fried pickles?
No, but I get all these bad food people now in my feed, and I watch it, and now I can't get it out of my feed. I need to get the traveling back in and
it's mind-blowing what she eats.
Is a fat girl in a day out.
It's crazy what she eats. But you know what? She drinks Diet Coke. Jen Sharp and I once in college, after college, it's so funny. So we're like, Jen always talks about how the people always tell her, I heard about you on the podcast, but we saw everyone skinny orders real soda. Yeah. And it is a thing. My sister-in-law.
Yeah, because I do think, I'm saying not
all.
But most overweight people do drink diet.
And most skinny people drink regular.
Yes, I agree.
100%.
Yes.
So Jen and I
When I get a soda, I never drink soda. I get a regular root beer. Or a regular Coke. I got a chocolate Coke on the cruise. Or no, it wasn't a cherry Coke.
Chocolate Cokes are good.
Yeah.
But I think it's with the fake sugars. I think that's part of it too.
Yes.
But Jen and I thought, you know what? Let's start drinking. So our new diet is we drink real soda. We gained like 10 pounds.
Yeah.
It was the worst diet. Yeah. So for 2 weeks, we drank real soda. Yeah. And ate all our bad food that we were eating. Yeah. And we gained 10 pounds.
Yeah.
But her husband, Ryan, always drinks real soda. And Kyle, my husband, and he's not big.
No.
My brother, he looks amazing, by the way. He is really fit now. But when he was bigger, I drank diet soda.
Yeah.
But I do think it's more satisfying and keeps you full longer.
The regular soda?
Yeah. Yeah. So like if you have it with a meal, you're probably not eating as much.
And I only crave it, like I probably get that twice a year.
Yeah.
So when I get it, I'm having it, and it's my
No, my
treat.
sister-in-law, she's tiny. She always drinks Pepsi.
Yeah.
Pepsi.
Yeah.
Always. And
Yeah.
I'm always like, I want the Pepsi.
Yeah.
Well, that's my own like food issues though, because I always wanted to be like, sometimes when we go places, I want to be the girl that eats the normal food, because like sometimes like the skinnier girls eating the normal food, the other people are eating the diet food in my head.
Right.
So I always wanted to be like with everyone eating the real good
But
food.
now that I think about it,
it's not true. I noticed that too. Most people I like admire, they're always getting the healthier option.
Julia's always getting the healthy option.
Yeah.
She just, and it's not a diet, it's just how she eats.
Yeah, my mom always said that diet is a way of life.
And then when I do see people getting bad, I'm like, oh, well, then it tracks.
Oh my.
Oh, Crystal gets so mad when I'm.
You eat bad and it doesn't track.
Yeah.
But a majority of your day, you're making better choices.
But like that's not the
all.
No, that's the one-off. That's not the
Yeah.
everyday. It's so funny.
Oh, I can't even like get past it. But anyways,
Oh,
your mind is so important. That's what we were talking
know.
about. The mind is so important with the championship. I was going to say something else about it though.
I know.
Oh, no. So at the casino, I started doing what the weird person did. And I was like, something great's going to happen to me.
I'm going to start doing it.
Yeah. And I was like, money finds its way to me. I was doing it. And I get jackpot. I won it like 3 times that weekend.
Insane. Yeah.
It was insane.
Well, and you know what's funny? When I do go to the casino, which is rare, I have a very...
You won too.
Yeah, but I have a negative attitude.
Yes.
I think I had a good attitude that night.
You did. You wanted to go.
It was Allie's birthday.
Yeah, it was like a good vibe.
Yeah, I always have a negative attitude, like this is a waste of money. I'm not gonna win anything, and I never do.
Yeah.
And so it's like
That night
I need to start like
you were calm at the machine.
Well, Ben always has a great attitude like you, and he always wins.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, so let's have good attitudes this week and do Zooies.
No, that has nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
No.
Everybody live a little. Do the
Yeah.
and have a good attitude.
So
Be
funny.
nice to your husbands. We really are for that, even though Teisha faked sleep again.
No, I am nice though to my husband.
You are nice to your husband.
I'm really nice.
We just had that talk on the way here.
I actually have a funny thing about that
gosh,
today.
we're time's up. Hurry with the story.
Almost done. Okay.
All right.
So we had to go to the HOA today because our neighbor complained about our pergola, blah, blah, blah. So we're at the HOA. So I told Ben before, because he does this thing where he like overshares.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shut up.
We're getting to the story about the thing.
Yes. And he's saying all the wrong things. So I told him before, you're not allowed to talk at this meeting. Okay. And he's like, okay, I'm not going to talk. So we go there, we sit down, and he's like, yeah, I'm not allowed to talk. And I'm like, they're probably just like, this guy's balls in her bag.
Are you safe? You know?
Yeah, exactly. They're like, blink if you're safe then. So then they ask so I tell the whole story. They ask one question, and I start to answer, and then he cuts off, and then he starts telling way too much information.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shut up. So then I cut him off. I go, he wasn't supposed to talk. And then they all laugh, but I was like, shut up. You know?
You got what you wanted.
But
you
no,
got what you wanted.
yeah, we did. But no, my point was I always try to be nice to him in public, but sometimes when he's...
No, your point was, I thought the story about when
the point was
you
being
knew
nice to
the
your
people
husband.
there, what happened today in the car. You knew the people there, and we said, yeah, it's so important who you know.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and then you were like, yeah, that's why I'm always nice to people. And Ben and I were like, no. Then you started yelling. And then on your way out, he goes, and that's why you're always nice to people?
I forgot about that.
That's the story I thought you were telling.
Oh, no, I was telling a different story.
Oh, you wanted to be nice in front of people.
Oh, yeah. So I ended up knowing the people on the board that were voting if I could have this.
Yeah.
And I was like, thank goodness I always am nice to people and treat people kindly. And I'm telling
And she's telling me that with Ben in the room, and we both go, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, and
You're not
kind.
that nice to new people, though.
No, but I'm nice.
Yeah, in real life, you're nicer than I am.
Yes, but
Ben
to
and I
the
were
strangers.
Like,
Yeah,
Ben and
and
I
so-
talked to all the random people.
Yeah, and they were like, no, you're not. And then so then I was yelling at him about something. And then he goes, yeah, and you're always kind.
It was funny.
He's so funny. And then
All
I'm
right.
not mad at him because he's so funny.
Yeah, Zooies.
So, okay. Yeah, I guess that's it. Let's wrap up.
do you
We're
think
over
you'll do
time.
Zooies this week?
No, I think we'll have to negotiate something. You know, it's all part of a negotiation.
Yeah, you said that on the phone, too.
Yeah.
If you want me to do it with you this week, you better be nice.
I never said that. That's so weird.
You did.
I might have said something
Yeah, it was
similar.
more in your, like, you Dooies this week.
No, I play nice. If you want to, you better act a little better. That's how
Yeah.
I'm a little more playful with it. Yours is like, if you, like, it's like.
Don't act like I'm a football player. That's wrong. Why are you doing this? If I was imitating you doing this, would you feel good about yourself? Are you kidding me? I can't believe this just happened. Oh my God, she is making fun of me more. You just did this. I can't. If I ever did that to you, like, what is this, a football party? Kyle and me in the bedroom?
No, I just sound like mean, like grr, not like a football star. Crystal,
you did this.
No, you always call.
I know. You gotta
I just snorted. Crystal always calls herself a football star. It's so stupid.
Yeah, I gotta stop doing that. See the mind?
No, but
I gotta call myself a supermodel.
Like, if you don't do it, you're not getting it. Like, that's like, no, mine's a little more like, if you want.
Yeah,
like,
it works.
You know? Yeah, I'm
all
trying.
right, see you guys in a month. Love ya.